All right. We're back officially again. West Coast Wednesdays. What's up? It's Girl Chat Sports with Mo and Mel here. Welcome to the show. If you're checking us out, feel free to share. It's free. Share it to your friends. Share it to your family. Get them involved. We got some stuff to talk about. We got hot topics. We got to talk about the Kelsey Swifties out there. The Dolphins.
Oh yeah. Fins up.
Usher. The MVP vote for the WNBA. There's a lot to go on there. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Lots been going on. We want to talk about it. We're gonna do our picks towards the end. I won week 2. We didn't do week 3. So I won week 2, 5-3. So we're currently tied 1-1 on it. We'll do our week 4 picks towards the end of the show if you're tapping in. So yeah, there it is.
Good job.
There it is. There. Thanks.
Good job.
So news broke out today. Damian Lillard is officially a Milwaukee Buck, teaming up with Giannis. And there's been some mixed feelings, but obviously this is something that we knew Dame has been trying to get out. We thought it was going to be the Heat. We know Jimmy Butler, it seems like, wanted the Heat and felt a little shafted. There was reports he was fine with going to Jersey with the Nets. But this is where he landed. What's your thoughts on this?
And what a land he did. I mean, like, I'm in this training thing at work today, and all I see on my phone, that update, I'm like, oh my God, like I reacted, like, what?
Like, what?
Because
this really happened?
And I know, like, the Heat, if he was expecting to go there, he felt blind. They probably felt a little blind. So I think everybody's just shocked. Because we didn't know the Bucks were shopping him. That was such a quiet deal.
No,
and
at
quiet
all.
Conversation that never got out by any insider, nothing. And just for that bomb to drop this afternoon, it was just kind of like, what? Now, I don't have any mixed emotions about it. Because to me, I think they're about to be a force to be reckoned with. And
absolutely.
The trades that they made with Ayton and Drew Holiday and all of that, like first rounder in the 2029 years. I mean, that's well worth Dame Lillard. The guy averages 35 points a game. I don't care. Like,
here's exactly what those trades were. So obviously Bucks get Dame. The Blazers get a handful of people, including Drew Holiday, DeAndre Ayton. Of course, Blazers reporting that they're already trying to shop Drew Holiday somewhere else. And then we've got the Phoenix Suns that receive 4 players as well.
Yeah, like Drew's past 10 years in the season. I mean, he's a seasoned veteran, but I'm not mad in the least bit for them to trade him over Dame Lillard. Like, that's what it is. Because you still have Chris Middleton. You still got an arsenal over there. And then you're playing against Giannis, like playing with, like, you literally have a big 3 now. Legit. And I can't be mad at it. I never have a problem with the Bucks. I think they're my favorite team out of the East, to be honest with you. So let's go. I'm really looking forward to the season. The first thing I could think of was Fantasy League. Somebody's going to try and get Dame first. Like, forget all this dumb
stuff.
Look
at you. First thoughts go to the NBA Fantasy League.
That's like, somebody's getting Dame. Dame's going to put up points. He's going to ball out. You know? Pray he doesn't get hurt. But yeah, that's the first thing I was thinking.
Oh, man.
But yeah. What about you? What did you think? Like, are you indifferent to it? Or?
I've been different to it. I mean, I think because the Sonics are gone, and of course I love my Bulls, but I've always loved, the Trailblazers have always been a close to our hearts because I've gone to many Portland Trailblazers games growing up. I like Dame. I love his authenticity. I think, he deserves to have a better spot. He deserves to have a team. He deserves to win and to be past like the first round of the playoffs. Like, I feel like that he's a great player that deserves that. He just never really had the full cast. And I think I'm happy for him, and then you go from a town like Portland to a town like Milwaukee. I mean, I feel like there's enough rainy days in that outcome. Seasons are about the same. So it's not like he's drastically changing anything in regards to weather or living life.
100%.
But
100%. Yeah.
We'll see how that goes for him. I mean, shoot. He did last night drop a new single, Farewell. This was before the news broke this morning. So of course he's had this going on. It's on Apple Music. You can search Damian Lillard Farewell. So some of the phrases in the song, it's like a 3-minute song. He says, I continue leaving trails, but won't be for the Blazers. That was one of them. Another one was, just know that what I left is better than what I inherited. So, and then he
I mean,
says to the
Clyde
fan,
Drexler was your guys' guy in Portland.
well,
Like that
no,
was
but
the guy.
he came beyond. He was way after the Clyde Drexler days. Like,
I
you
mean, yeah,
know,
but Clyde even left Portland and got a championship. I mean, it's just something
right.
that you
But
do.
he's
You
just saying,
build
like,
that.
you know, what he came into was crap, and he's giving you something better. Then he's leaving you with something better. And then he also mentioned, but you should know that the one that chose another mission, they fish in. So apparently it's more so Portland has decided not to ride with Dame and to give him that support system he needs. You know, they drafted was it Scooter? Is his name Scooter, I think, from the G League that played out
Oh,
here?
Scoot
He was
Henderson.
Scoot, yeah, Scoot Henderson. They had drafted
Uh-huh.
him. So I
Yeah, they
guess maybe
did.
that's
They
just the
did.
direction they were wanting
I
to
think
go
Portland
in.
probably will be better. You know, you got a big with Aiden. You know, if Drew Holiday doesn't get traded, he's there. That's a good
Yeah.
floor general or leader of a team. You need leadership. So, I mean, yeah, I ain't mad at it. You know, Dame's always been my guy. So,
Right.
wherever he go, I
That's where
go.
it is. Wherever it is. All right, we got to get into this WNBA MVP. You know, I went to the Aces game last night. Shout out to some of the people I saw. Of course, our guy B. Sal, Chris Wynn, Cassandra, Brian Feldman, Shapiro. We kind of just all had our own discussions in regards to this NBA talk. And although we know that there was Stewie, Alyssa Thomas, and Asia all up kind of in the mix for these last three for the MVP. I mean, it could have gone to anyone. It went to Breanna Stewart. I think what was more disheartening is that out of the 60 there's 60 national and local media that basically submit their top 5 candidates, right?
Right.
Whoever earns those most points wins. So if you're looking at this thing on your right hand side, you see that obviously most of the points for first, second, and third are for Brianna, Alyssa, and Asia. But then you see Asia got 1/4. She got somebody
Yeah,
voted
whoever
her
that
fourth.
person is a major hater. That
I mean, fourth? What are you?
she must have had a bad experience with it. Like, you really did that? Like, they
I
really did that? I don't
mean,
know if it's a man or female. I have to say they really did that. Like,
and you
that's
see
just
that
a sign of hate.
most of these people had more. Alyssa Thomas had more first place votes. She had more than Brianna Stewart and Asia Wilson, which
Which
is a
I wouldn't have
little.
been mad if she got it. I
I
wouldn't have been
would have
mad if
been
she got
mad
it.
at it. I felt like if anything, if Asia didn't get it, I think Alyssa definitely should have got it. I mean, she
Well,
did
she's
something
been
that
snubbed many
nobody
a
else in
time.
this
She's
league
numb
has
to it
done.
now, this girl. She's
Yeah,
always
because she feels
snubbed.
she's always getting overlooked. She said.
Yeah, she
I
is.
just
And that's okay if Stewie got it. Like, I'm not gonna diss because what I'm
yeah, I'm not
liking now
hating
is the
on
attention.
Stewie.
No, yeah, and what I like now is the attention the WNBA is getting. It's getting so much
Right.
attention now. Like, after 25 years now, everybody is locked
It's
in the
on
business of
ESPN,
WNBA.
all
They
the
want to see it. They
highlights.
want the drop. All of it. I mean, this is the first time I've seen on a WNBA tweet that you've had over thousands of comments instead of hundreds
And it's
regarding this, and
getting
people
like
being so passionate.
thousands or millions of views. Like those are
Right.
something that we could only have imagined so long
And that's
ago.
okay.
So
She can have the MVP. We're gonna get that ring though.
right.
So
Hello.
that's what I look.
Because
That's what I look for.
they struggling with the sun right now.
Yeah, they
1 and
are.
1.
We struggled a little bit last night too, but we came back
A
on the
little we
fourth, a
came
little
back.
ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
Absolutely.
am. It's
Yeah.
interesting when they go to Dallas this week how that's gonna look. But what was your take of the game? I mean, how was all of them looking?
It looked good. I mean, it was interesting. I think the one part that was kind of like the sketch part was you had Kayla George and Kia Stokes in at the same time. Usually Kayla's in for either Asia or Kia. She's not in with Kia. So that means you had Asia, I think, and Jackie that were both sitting out, which was a little uncomfortable, but we still managed to keep a 6-point lead during that time. So Asia got great rest yesterday. She was able to sit, I think, the end of the first, into the second, or end of the. She had a break. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
I think Kelsey was a little cold at first, but she came through in the end. I mean, Chelsea is just, she had an amazing game. Some of those passes she tossed out last night were ridiculous. And Asia, I think everybody in media was just like, Asia's about to have double. She's gonna have triple double. She's about to go for 40 tonight, because we knew she was disappointed, whether she says it or not, about not getting the MVP. And she was going to take that and run with it. And you could tell she was playing with fire last night.
Oh,
and
yeah.
we got to win. We got to win. One thing I wanted to show, because I don't think you've seen it yet, and I haven't seen it. I missed the last game or two for the Aces. There's some new lasers during the intro, which was kind of cool. So I had to show that. Yeah. Did you see that? The lasers
That's
going off during
really
the
cool.
intros? Yeah.
That's
I was like,
really
wait a minute. I looked at B and I was like, what do we want? Is this new? And he's like, I think so. So it was
that's
cool. They
really
had
cool. That's
the
really cool.
lasers
I was
going
looking at
up.
it on from my iPad, so I can see a better view than my phone, and I'm like, oh my God, that is incredible.
Yes,
nice.
yes. And then
Yeah,
of course, little Wayne celebrated his birthday at the Aces game. So we got to see little Wayne there. Of course, I got to catch a couple of girls getting their shots with him during halftime.
Cute. You got to. I mean,
you got to. And that was during halftime. And it was funny because
Aces.
Well, it's funny because you're watching them, get the camera guy to come take pictures of them. And this is like halftime. So they're kind of coming back out in the court. And then there kind of comes like this line, like, then you see KB later on. And it's like everybody kind of wanted to, I mean, how could you not want your picture with?
And what is so surprisingly that he was still there from a Sunday to a Tuesday, that he was still in town able to catch that game.
I guess because it was his birthday, maybe this is the spot he was, having a little birthday fun. So
yeah, that's pretty dope.
It was good.
And I like that he was there. That's like I said, the Liberty game had so much star power that.
Oh my God!
But that's New York.
And I forgot to put that clip up here. But I mean, Alicia Keys was there. Court. I was just mad about Alicia Keys, man. Like, no shade to like LMA or whatever, but come on, Alicia Keys courtside at your game would have blown me away. Like,
yeah, Common. Wow. I mean, you've had celebrities there before. Jason Sudeikis has been checking out, but that's New York though. They are rallying around.
That's what New York does. Yeah.
And
although Nancy Lieberman was there last night for the Aces, so that was kind of cool.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you have to. I like the looks that we're getting now. And I actually have a coworker that attended the first playoff game with his daughters and is now all in. He's like, oh my God, did you watch the Aces game? Those games are so good. The fast pace, the girls can really ball. And he's like all in Aces. And that's all it takes. Go to one game, people. And I'm telling you, you're going to love our girls.
That's all it needs. It's all it needs. Yeah. So it's crazy because Chili's Fosters, who, came to the parade last year, but had never gone to a live game, have been to probably like a handful of games this year. They hit me Sunday asking if I was going to be there. And I was like, no. I was at the game yesterday. Like, are you at the game? And I'm like, yes. And they sent me they were there too. They already got more Aces gear. Like, people are getting on the bus, and it's really dope. So.
And speaking of gear, they're doing these pop-ups where you can get like exclusive gear. Then you're getting these independent artists that are making custom shirts and all of that. So there's gear and swag out there to be seen.
The pop-up actually is going to be this Thursday at Aces headquarters from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Aces headquarters out there in Henderson near the Raiders facility. So yeah, that's tomorrow. Make sure you check it out.
Get some swag. And then I went on Etsy and I saw all the Aces. Hi, Doreen.
Look at her. So I'm surprised she's here because she's watching the Mariners game as well. So I have it on too, Mom. We actually get it because it's the Astros broadcast. So I have it on the background.
But I love that she was sitting there for my Dodgers game as well too.
Yes, she was. Listen, my mom will give me the play-by-plays of runs coming in throughout the game because I don't get money to see Mariners games here, unfortunately. But every game, my mom is watching every single game, and we'll get to the Major League Baseball and the playoffs coming up and kind of what's happening with the Mariners. But Shout out to my mama. She's so
Yes. Aww.
love you, mama.
I
Okay,
love
so
Doreen. She's like my second mom now. I'm taking her on.
she's so cute.
And she's in Montana, like still kicking it and watching her sports. It's like her Seattleness has not left the building, her spirit at all.
Listen,
Is
she was
still
sweating me.
representing.
She didn't get the Seahawks game this weekend because it was on a different
Oh,
they
no.
had a different CBS channel. So yeah, it was a
Well,
little
CBS is
tight
blocking
about
a lot
that.
of things. If you have DirecTV,
Yeah.
you get no CBS. So then you got that.
Well,
So
we
it's
get it
fine.
now. DirecTV has it now, but see, here I get it. Vegas just got it back, but apparently in Montana, it's now dealing with the issues.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
Okay.
It's a whole wild.
You may have to just FaceTime your mom and turn the TV to her on the Seahawks
just
game.
aim my iPad or something
Aim your
at it
iPad,
and let it just sit there.
Give her little snippets.
Oh man. Hey Lisa,
Hey,
what's
Lisa.
up? Our betting girl right here.
Yes.
I don't know how you did Sunday, but I'm just glad. I won a parlay last night, and thankfully it helped me recoup some funds that I lost over the weekend because the Ravens took me out.
I didn't even dabble with week 3. It was
Ravens took me out.
I was
that
like
Minshew mania, boy. I don't know. I'm done. I'm over it.
I didn't dabble. I said this ain't even after Colorado game, which I knew they were going to lose. I was like, ooh, I bet you NFL week 3 is going to be some upsets too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and yeah. So we'll talk a little bit about college football because, Coach Prime got his first loss. Now,
yeah,
I think everybody knew this was going to happen. I think it was just a little interesting that, they really didn't score any points until the end.
And they let them do that, honestly. Let's be real.
Kind of gave it to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
They want to lay an egg. But
so
the players that come out there disrespecting the Oregon emblem in the midfield, center field, talking trash, doing what they do,
Yeah, but the thing is, they had Nebraska. They've seen some teams. No doubt Coach Prime has changed the NFL. They said that this last game with Oregon, college football, they had 10 million viewers with the Oregon
59,000 in that sold out. Like, regardless of you listen, like, you guys can hate.
Regardless, it's going down.
But he ain't going nowhere, and he's bringing viewership to college sports, and you guys have him living in your head rent free all the time.
Right. Absolutely.
And like he says,
she thinks USC will win, but she hopes Colorado keeps it tight. Tight score. So you're hearing it from our insider here.
Will win, but I think they will get some points.
But the way USC played last week was a little bit sketch. Like, they did not come out against Arizona very well at all. So I don't know.
Put supports on the board, and they could possibly upset them, but I don't think so. I think USC is saving their momentum for Colorado.
Yeah, we're not. So then you also had Florida State beat Clemson at home in Death Valley in overtime because Clemson, their field goal kicker, who I'm now going to start calling Ray Finkel, missed the go-ahead win with about a minute left in the game. They could have ended the game right there. Kick went far right, similar to
the laces were out.
Who did Packers play this last week? Because they missed their kick and lost too. But anyway, it was just. Listen, Ohio State, I don't know why they got bumped up in the college top 25 because they barely beat Notre Dame. Notre Dame was 9, Colorado, I think, or Ohio State is 6 now. They barely beat them. Like, it went down to the wire. And I'm just, it's the Ohio State bandwagon fans that I can't get on.
The Ohio State.
The Ohio State.
Whatever that means.
But let's go Huskies. My Huskies beat Cal. Wasn't a tough win. But listen, we had 14 points before our quarterback even touched the field. There was 2 defensive touchdowns before Penix even went on the field. The only thing I can say about my Huskies is that we're not keeping the momentum up in the second half. First half, I think it was like 49-0 or 49 to like, I don't know, 10 or something.
Well,
and then we got outscored by Cal in the second half. I think they just lit up on the gas, but the thing is that you can't lit up on the gas when you're going against some major teams that we have coming out.
Right.
So like the Oregons, like the USCs.
Right.
And I think we have, who are we playing next? I can't remember. I think it's Arizona.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I can't remember. But yeah, so there's 4 Pac-12 teams in the top 10, 6 in the top 25. It ain't happened in a while. That's all I got to say.
No, it hasn't.
Absolutely. Hey, what's up, Jonathan? Happy belated
Hey,
birthday.
what's up,
Thanks for
Johnny?
tapping
I love
in.
Jonathan.
Yeah.
Jonathan, thank you for
All right.
contributing too to the group page. Like you really be posting a lot of good stuff.
Listen,
And
Jonathan
I
be
try to
in
like it
there.
all, and I'm just busy, but I'm scrolling. And it's like, okay, I appreciate. No, it's not an annoyance. I'm not saying it
Yeah,
out
no.
like that. I'm saying like it's dope that he's contributing
Yeah,
to
we
to
appreciate the
the chat, to joining the
contributions
chat.
for sure. Absolutely. All right, so we got to get into this Travis Kelsey Taylor Swift thing. So, it's been like the rumors. Kelsey's talked about it, Jason Kelsey has kind of alluded to it sometimes during his conversations and interviews.
Well, it
Last time we
started with the
heard,
tweet, right? Didn't it start with their podcast and he was mentioning how he would like to meet Taylor Swift? Is that
well,
how it
like
all
he had
started?
a friendship bracelet he wanted to give her. He couldn't see her at the
Okay.
concert. He was kind of bummed. And then he said that he went to Arrowhead Stadium and saw her perform. And he was like, you're welcome to come to Arrowhead and watch me rock the field. And lo and behold, this is what happens. Apparently, Patrick Mahomes said that Kelsey came up to him on Friday and was like, hey, I think Taylor's going to come to the game, and just said it very chill and was like, and then kept walking. And then you see some of this footage. Of course, we've seen footage everywhere. Everybody got a story about it. Everybody got a meme about it. Because the Swifties have gone full-fledged NFL now because their girl is watching football. The Swifties are watching football. They said he had a 400%
uptick of
increase.
300 in sales of jerseys or something like that.
400% uptake in sales
400%
of
in sales.
jerseys, and then he had 300,000 new followers on Instagram.
New followers at it. Yeah. Well,
Okay.
that's a good effect. It's just like if Beyonce.
That's a great effect. I mean, but then what's funny is that I was listening to Barstool's some of their feeds today because Barstool Sports posts this thing about that Taylor Swift made Kelsey relevant, or what made him known. And so you see all these girls telling their boyfriends or husbands, "Hey, can you believe how Taylor Swift made him relevant?" And they're all like, "What?" He's like an all-pro.
Stats and they're talking about you're crazy and people have lost their freaking mind. You're going off. Yeah.
They have no idea. They don't get it.
And they're like, you need to stay away.
They had Swifties explaining football to the other fans maybe haven't watched football before, so you get kind of an understanding of what's happening. But these guys, Travis and Jason, have like the #1 sports podcast for a reason. Like their podcast is phenomenal. I love watching it. I love seeing the highlights. But here's one after Monday Night Football, or after their game on Monday night, and it kind of breaks it down a little bit.
We got to talk about it.
Yeah, my personal life, that's not so personal.
Yeah, well.
I did this to myself, Jason. I know this.
Well, Trav, how's it feel that Taylor Swift has finally put you on the map?
I just thought it was awesome how everybody in the suite had nothing but great things to say about her. The friends and family. She looked amazing. Everybody was talking about her in great light. And on top of that, the day went perfect for Chiefs fans, of course. We scripted all, ladies and gentlemen. But to see the slow motion chest bumps, to see the high fives with mom, to see how, Chiefs Kingdom was all excited that she was there, that was absolutely hysterical. It was definitely a game I'll remember. That's for damn sure. And then we just slid off in the getaway car at the end.
I mean, everybody's talking about it.
Everyone, literally. Everyone, even Bill Belichick. He hasn't talked much about me outside of, game weeks that we've played, but he made sure to remind me that that's the best catch I've ever had in my life.
The best catch.
Jonathan said, how are we feeling about the jealousy towards her? Because he's every woman's favorite pretty fly for a white guy. Here's the deal. In my opinion, Travis he lost that.
On me, so
when he turned the beard into a policeman stash, that's what I think it just stopped.
Yeah, he's not the edge. Like I said, he went from John B to John Mayer. He used to be yo son to hi there guy.
Hi there. Hi. Yeah.
How you doing?
Lisa, he's still good looking. He don't look like he got that swag he used to. He doesn't have that no more.
I think he still has the swag. I think he still has the swag. And
that shirt he wore coming out from the game with Taylor Swift sold out. The jacket.
Yeah, because that was like inspiration to his poster that he had of her, those colorways, and they designed that.
That's my God. Well, yeah, it's sold out.
He's been a fanboy of this guy this lady for a long time,
He's
I'm
been
sorry that
fanning
Gabe
out.
Kapler has taken over the top position and has
Oh,
been for quite some time.
absolutely.
So
Do I need to do a
the
flashback to
swag
Gabe?
meter has
Because I
gone
can.
like this for Gabe Kapler, where it's kind of like this for Travis Kelce. But one thing, show it.
Gabe.
Show it.
Gabe. And
When
this
you
looks
got
like he
Kerry
was even
Champion liking
pre-hand
all his
tattoos. Like
posts, 'cause I'm gonna have
he
to
has
start doing
hand
something for her.
tattoos now. Like this is an earlier picture of him.
Mhm.
So I got to update my Gabe pictures.
But
My
on
Gabe
a serious
stash.
note, they have been coming for Kayla Nicole, and that's not cool. Swifties have been
No.
attacking her. They've been sending threats to her. She
That's
is no longer a
wild.
part of Kelsey's life. So why are you guys
Hasn't
coming
been
for
and
her?
left him. Thank
And
you.
yes,
She made room for Taylor. So go ahead and thank her for that.
And she is getting all these types of racial epithets in her comments, all this stuff. So it's like, leave her alone. She has nothing to do with the situation. She has totally left the room, and yet you guys want to make her relevant still, and then send her crazy messages. It's just crazy.
There is one that I do need to.
I think she's done.
Oh yeah. One I do need to share. I think my brother sent this one to me. And so if you're a 70s, 80s baby, kind of like, most of us are here, you'll understand this one. But it has Brittany Mahomes versus Taylor Swift.
Jesus.
Because Brittany don't got that spotlight now. So
But see, this is
watch out. Watch out.
But what we don't want is we don't want this Taylor Swift thing to be a Jessica Simpson for the Cowboys. I hated that she was there. You don't want this artist.
And I feel like that was like the turn that really started the Cowboys downfall. And she's no longer even associated with the team anymore.
Are you kidding me? The Romo time with Jessica Simpson was the worst time for Cowboys, I tell you. And so what you don't want, and a lot of men on that Barstool thing were saying that, and on TikTok, they were like, she'll ruin the team. She doesn't need to be there and all this kind of stuff. And I understand
you don't want that.
It's the Romo effect when Jessica Simpson was up at every game. I get it.
Oh man!
Now, if Beyonce wasn't related to Jay-Z and wanted to see one of these players, do you imagine how that effect would be?
Oh my gosh! Could you? At some point, you can't even. And we saw the videos that people thought Taylor Swift was leaving her suite in like this tall popcorn container thing because she didn't want to get like seen or mauled outside of the suite when she was leaving. So could it have been her? Sure, probably was, because no one saw her leave the suite. There's no like inside escalator elevator system to get out the suite. Like you got to come in and out one way, and apparently
they probably did put her in a little thing to hide, like the risk you got to take. Wow. But it was awesome to see. It was all over the social media feed. I think that was the algorithm, was just Taylor Swift, which
oh my gosh. Yeah. So thoroughly are on the. Here's the deal. However, this took precedence over Miami killing Denver. It took precedence over so many things that really went down in football that it was kind of like the whole week 3 just got swept underneath the rug.
Did not even watch that game to know that occurred until after the fact.
Oh, listen. I do want to mention a couple Jugadores updates because we do have them. So we've talked about head coach from Michigan State, Mel Tucker. He did get fired for cause.
Yes.
And we talked about him with his actions that were inappropriate with the sexual abuse counselor. Well, come to find out, he had a 25-page response, none of which they determined provided any information that refutes or undermines the multiple grounds for termination that he had caused. Apparently, out of those 25 pages, 12 pages came from his attorney, 13 pages came from an expert report. Literally nothing helped his case, and he even adamantly because he basically agreed that he did these things, but it was that they had a relationship, which was not the case. So see ya, wouldn't want to be ya.
Right.
Also, Mo, I mean, I don't know what's going on here. Maybe Chandler Jones tweeted on Monday. We know that there was some back and forth with the Raiders. He's still on the team, but on like a non-active list or non-playing list at the moment. He said on Monday that the Las Vegas Fire Department came to his house, that Metro had put a court hold, which I'm guessing is like a what do they call those out here now? The psych holds.
Yeah, 5150. Is that what it is?
5150, you know, based
Yeah.
on his
Mhm.
concerns from his recent
Yeah.
media posts. He also mentioned that in a tweet that he's still here. He's confused why he's here. He's stuck here. He's sane. He's too strong of a person to be mentally broken down. I don't know.
You
And
know,
the
this is
Raiders won't
where,
address it at all.
yeah, I do want to address it. And I'm not faulting Chandler Jones. I'm
Right.
faulting, believe it or not, Josh McDaniels.
Okay.
And we're all petitioning now at this point to fire Josh McDaniels. Reason number one was the game, this past game, with the field goal decision to kick a field goal when we could
You
have.
kicked the field goal when you had 8 points.
Yeah,
to get.
yeah. The other thing is he's the one that recruited Chandler Jones. Now, if you do not know the history of Chandler Jones showed up naked to a police station when he was playing for the New England Patriots on some synthetic weed, talking about they told me to come here and some old crazy other stuff. So this man has a history of his mentals being in question, yet you still wanted him to come and play with us. He's not playing with us. He's not active. This is the defensive end that you chose for us. He needs to be gone. Josh McDaniels needs to be gone for bringing this on to us. We're having another Antonio Brown type crisis, but even worse, because this guy has already been this guy. Do you think he was going to change?
And let's also mention he is the brother of John Jones, who's had his own history with substances and mental health. Like,
going on.
there's genes, you know, that is a genetic thing sometimes. So I wish him the best. I hope, but
he
the
laid
fact that,
down in the police station with his on his stomach saying, "I'm Chandler Jones." It started snow angeling in the police station, and they blamed it on synthetic marijuana. Like, listen, we don't need this. This is why we're in the, and this is why Devontae Adams is going off even more. He's not going to stay with us with this kind of shenanigans going on.
Well, he shouldn't stay with Jimmy Garoppolo's performance either.
No fault to, Jimmy threw those interceptions. That was pretty bad too. He wasn't my first choice, but I was giving him a chance. I really think Aiden O'Connell should step in and play. But that, again, is all on coaching. So that's why Josh McDaniels has to go. Absolutely. He really has to go. You picked this guy to come over here. I had no idea that this guy had a history of crazy antics and shenanigans. And now here we are in Vegas, the capital city, or the biggest city in the world where shenanigans fly.
If you got vices, this is not the place to come.
Enabling. You're literally enabling him, having him here.
Absolutely. Oh,
so, like 5150, I don't know what's going to happen, you know, and his social media needs to be taken away because it's just too much.
How does he still he shouldn't even have his phone if he's 5150. So
he shouldn't.
I don't know. If he's making a phone call and someone's getting on his Twitter for him, I
really cannot give any I can't get any intel about this. No one is talking about it.
Nobody.
They're not saying a word. It's like we don't speak.
It is more tight-lipped than anything else happening right now in sports.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But you showed up at that police station out there in New England doing that crazy stuff, and now you're here in Vegas, the mecca of crazies. It's getting crazy crazy every night.
I don't deny why Metro would be out there doing the same for him then. I mean, hey, at least he went to Seven Hills. He was in a nice facility. They have a great psych ward there. Like, you're well taken care of, bud. Like, just relax.
I need a Vegas
figured out.
Vegas scoop to be
Stop making more issues. Just deal with it. Stop promoting it so people are constantly wondering what's happening. And then when you're good, you come back and maybe you're playing again without issue. Like,
this city's going to bring more triggers and issues, and we should have never got him. And I don't know why he chose him. I mean, I know why he chose him. His playing ability is what helped us, but it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. So,
and they could definitely be using his talents right now instead of him
absolutely. We probably would have a more defensive look on the field better than what we have, because Max can only do so much. Nate Hobbs can only do so much.
Yeah, Max is a one-man show.
Yeah, he can only get to the quarterback so many times without getting, it's tough. And Chandler Jones was that end that helped, but here we are again, Raider Nation.
Jimmy G threw 3 interceptions on Sunday.
He sure did.
And no matter how fine he may be, I don't think the women.
Because the thing of it is we were in the red zone. We won the penalty in the red zone scoring position, and you throw an interception.
Listen,
These good looks aren't gonna get you out of this.
Ain't gonna get you nowhere.
They're not getting you
Nowhere
out of this.
fast.
I'm sorry.
Nowhere fast.
And I have yet to talk to my dad because I texted him that night of the game. And I texted Marcus and I was like, are you guys leaving now? And Marcus was like, yo, I want to leave, but Dad's here. We came together. Haven't heard from him if he wants to leave or not. So you got fans wanting to leave.
Oh, man. That's tough. Yeah. That's real tough.
Hectic.
Hey, we got to talk also about, since we're in Las Vegas sports right now, we'll just keep pushing. Of course, it was announced that Usher is going to be the halftime show performance for the Super Bowl here in Las Vegas. We all were wondering who it was going to be. I don't think anyone saw this one coming.
I honestly did.
Yeah. So Apple Music did a phenomenal job at marketing this because they have probably about 4 or 5 different commercials with him and the skit, or from cuts from his video. But one's with Deion Sanders, one has Kim K, one has OBJ. And then, of course, my favorite is the Marshawn Lynch one, which I'm going to show you guys right now. Everything with Marshawn is just better, I think. So here's the Apple Music announcement for Usher.
Hello? Yo, I'm in the booth. I'm going to call you right back. Nah, I just got to put this one part down. I'm going to call you back.
Hey, hold on. I got something big. I think you're going to want to hear this.
I'm at the studio, man.
Your point being?
Man, quit playing with me.
Hey, look. You up next for the Super Bowl.
No, for real. Don't play like that.
Hey, you stop playing studio, boy.
Are you serious?
I don't understand what you're not understanding. You playing the Apple Music halftime show.
How you know?
I just know.
Put that on everything.
Hey, look. I don't know why you don't believe me. Is there some underlying issue we need to talk about?
Damn. I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna call you back.
Damn. Hope I didn't stress him out. And I'm still trash.
Ha! Love it. That's fantastic.
The best one. I mean, Deion's was good. I think Kim K's was dumb. OBJ was all right, but Marshawn by far took the cake on that one. So it's big time. You've got, of course, everybody has been flying out for the last year or so trying to catch Usher in his residency. Now you've got the halftime show they'll be performing at. Question is, who's he going to bring out with him? Is he going to have a couple of people, of course, performing with him? So, man.
I mean, he's got an entire catalog of bangers. I'm not mad at this at all.
Definitely better than Kim K, Lisa.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
I have to check them out. I have to check them all out. But yeah.
If you go to Apple Music on Instagram, it has all of them. They're all pretty good. Kim K's was terrible, I think. It was just, I don't know why she's relevant.
Why was there
but whatever. But OBJ's was all right. Deion's was really good. Marshawn's, I think, had the best, no, what do you mean? Is there some kind of hidden issues we got? I just thought it was hilarious. It was great. So yeah, we got that coming. We talked about the Aces already. And if you didn't see that already, that the Asia got her second back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year award. Alicia Clark gets the 6th Player of the Year award. It was also nice that Asia also basically gave up part of wanted to split the trophy with Kia Stokes because she feels that Kia defensively has really been a help for her on the team. And Kia's out there making boards. She had a block last night right in front of us. Yeah, so that was great. And the last, you guys, we are coming to the pinnacle peak of sports time. We're getting close to October. We're going to be having baseball, football, basketball, hockey. Our Vegas Golden Knights are back in effect. They've already had 2 preseason games, lost them both on the road, but they are back tonight. They are here at T-Mobile, currently playing the LA Kings. I don't have a score, but we shall see what happens. And then opening night is October 10th. They host the Kraken here in Las Vegas. Tickets for that one are always, if you haven't been to a Knights game, I suggest looking at tickets for preseason. They're like drastically cheaper. You can get in that lower bowl for $100-some tops. Oh, nice. Get in there, get out there. Yes.
Scores 2-0 right now.
What?
Nice.
The Knights?
The
Oh,
Knights
good.
game. Yeah.
Okay.
First period.
That's good.
2-0. Mm-hmm.
We also have some WNBA news. It's possible the Warriors and the Bay Area may be welcoming the next extension from the WNBA. The Warriors ownership is looking at closing a deal for an expansion team in the Bay Area. The team would play at Chase Center with a headquarters in Oakland. The deal has not worked out, but it could be announced as early as next month. Now, if in fact that does happen, that means there's got to be a second team being expanded somewhere else as well.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah. That would definitely be good.
Gives a better option.
It'd be nice to have a couple more teams here in the West Coast because there's not a ton, it'd be nice to have another one.
And we need a Bay Area. You already got Southern Cal. Why not have a Northern Cal?
Yeah. And to play at Chase Center? Come on.
Steph Curry and Aisha have already gone to one Aces game, so they're already all in on the WNBA.
They with it. I know that's
that
right. They're going to take the girls. The girls will be there.
People, you're going to see Clay. You're going to see all these folks showing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pull-up's going to be real.
Talk about, because Frisco got some players up. I mean, they got some people, some money up in that city. So there's definitely going to be a lot to go on in there.
E40, you'll have another the official guy.
Right.
Why not?
He'll be the voice of the WNBA. I wonder what their name would be. That's what I'd be interested to know. What's that name going to be? All right. So football. We talked about the Miami Dolphins killing the Broncos, literally. There's this fan here on the left. It says that his family's tradition is to take a shot of tequila for every Dolphins touchdown. Now, probably previously they might have had one or two shots throughout the game, but this game. So someone had checked in on them, was like, "Yo, how y'all doing? Are y'all okay?" Because that's a lot of touchdowns, a lot of points, a lot of shots of tequila.
That's 70 shots.
Well, no, they didn't have
shots.
They had 10 touchdowns. They had 10 touchdowns.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. What was the score? Was what? 70?
It was 70-20. But I'm saying I don't think.
Oh, sorry, 10 touchdowns. That's 70 shots. Well, I'm thinking of 1 point for everything. It's one shot for each touchdown. Oh yeah. Yeah. That ain't too bad then.
That's crazy though. Oh my gosh. And then of course you see on the right there, the bottom right. This is the coach. McDaniel. This is him when he was the Broncos ball boy. And up above it says the Broncos traded a first and second round pick for a coach who just got beat by 50 by their former ball boy. Listen, Miami out here doing things. Doing it.
Did you see the meme with him in the stands with the fans saying the score is so bad that he's in the stand having the fans call plays? Yes, let's go.
It was
that's not real, but this shit is funny.
I put it on, but it was so bad. He's in that was the best one out there. It was so good. It was so good. Hey, what's up, Maurice Hawkins? He's like, said they were drunk. Lisa said she'd been sick.
One tequila,
listen, I can't even smell tequila and I get sick. Like tequila is a no-go for me anytime. I would have left the family party. Like that's not happening.
Well, you've seen the shirts: 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila floor. By the third one, you're on the floor. So he probably was already done.
They already had. Listen, I hope they had the paramedics handy. I guess they're having to switch up their thought process on future games and what may have to happen.
Talk about epic fail. Talk about a fail again.
Too much. Hey, Alicia. Welcome to the show. Other news within football, of course, Justin Herbert and Keenan Allen also went off for the Chargers. I think I did good in my game just because of Keenan Allen. I went 1-1 again this year, but the Cowboys got beat by the Cardinals. Cardinals.
So that made my Sunday. The fact that Denver lost.
Absolutely.
And the fact that the Cowboys lost to not only then the Cardinals, to a quarterback that no one even has his jersey in the store.
He can't even get his own jersey.
Can't even get his own jersey. I mean, it just makes it sweet. It just makes it a sweet, sweet day for me.
This was the third, mind you, they only lost by 12 points, but it's the third largest upset for the Cowboys in the last 25 seasons.
I mean, listen, that Green Bay game, it was clutch too. I mean, as soon as Derek Carr went down, it was like, God.
Uh-oh, we lost Mo. Here she
Did you
comes.
lose me?
Oh,
I'm back.
yeah, there we go. I got
Yeah,
you.
glitch. Yeah, something happened. I'm here.
So that was crazy. We talked about Minshew mania for the Colts coming in during week 2, partially after their quarterback had gotten injured. He played, or Anthony Richardson got injured. He played last week, got a win over the Ravens. Were like, it was an easy pick. I felt like it was an easy pick. Even Ravens money line, like anything, like just, yeah. Needless to say. And the Jets continue to struggle. Zach Wilson is doing worse than he was the previous 2 seasons. They're talking about him. Everybody's talking about Zach Wilson. People have their opinion on the Jets, what the Jets need to do. They need to clear out the whole entire so much.
Have you seen the video of the fans yelling at him in the tunnel saying, these tickets ain't cheap, man. These tickets ain't cheap.
You sent that to me, yes. And they ain't, and they deserve better.
They're lying.
But they sign Trevor Siemian. That's what I don't get. This is the one person you signing to help with the situation. I mean, he played with the Jets, I think, in 2019, but I don't know. This is going to be the answer to help.
We're going to see. They might as well just call it this season. They need to just give people partial refunds on their tickets and just call it.
Let it go. Here's my thing is that Arizona, we thought was going to just tank so that they can get the next quarterback or they can get what's his face in the draft next year. But the Jets, they might as well start tanking. I mean, they really don't have a chance. So why not?
I mean, it's only, and the sad thing about it is we're only headed into week 4 and you want them to tank already this season. We got so many more weeks to go. We're literally just getting started and they have to tank.
So many.
That's crazy.
And we have to, I had to bring in one of my favorite guys, Vitor Brand. If you don't follow him, please do. He's hilarious. All of his sports things are hilarious. But coming up in week 4, there's a matchup of the Bears and the Broncos. The Bears and the Broncos. And this is his take on the Bears and Broncos.
Chicago, thank you for your time. We'll make this quick. You're being relegated. Excuse me? Relegated. To the XFL specifically. Effective immediately, the St. Louis Battlehawks will be taking your spot. You can't just send us to another league. Yeah, we can. You've been the laughingstock of the league for a few years now, and you are somehow the most embarrassing team of week 3, which is impressive considering the Cowboys lost to the Cardinals and the Broncos gave up 70 points.
Please make them stop.
And takes it in for 6.
What was that?
It's the Dolphins. They scored again.
How? The game ended yesterday.
I don't know.
Okay, there's got to be something we can do. Oh, there are lots of things you could have done. You could have kept the first overall pick and drafted a quarterback who doesn't have the accuracy of a stormtrooper. But if you were going to keep Fields, you could have at least gotten rid of the offensive coordinator who clearly draws up plays with a Sharpie on the side of an empty case of Bud Light because there is no shot he's coming up with this sober. And you could have built an offensive line that actually protects your guy instead of ushering defenders into the backfield like they're showing them their seats in a movie theater. Okay, hear me out. We play the Broncos this week.
Touchdown, Miami.
Oh my God, who allowed that? Technically you did, but that's not the point. How about the loser of that game is the one that gets relegated? A loser leaves town match. Very WWE of you. Maybe we could even get Jay Cutler as a special guest referee. What do you say? You're on. Mostly because this might be the only way to make this game entertaining. Battlehawks, you're in for week 5. We just got to figure out which one of these goobers you're going to be replacing. Cool?
What if we tie?
I kill both of you.
That's fair.
So to bring everybody up to, of course, if you don't watch soccer, and now I'm familiar with soccer, it's relegated as like in the Euro leagues when you're the bottom of the group, you get relegated to the tier below you. Or if you're the best of your group, you'll go up a notch, up to the next grouping. So basically, they're trying to relegate with the Battlehawks, who of course are the XFL, who did very well in the XFL season last year. I cannot.
I mean,
it's a dumpster.
They should just sell the team when it comes to Chicago. They should just sell the team.
They need a whole makeover.
Sell the team, figure it out, regroup. Justin Fields ain't it. Just let it go.
Yeah.
But I'm very curious to see who's going to win this game, and I have a sneaking suspicion it's going to be the Bears out of redemption, or it might be I don't know.
Okay, so here's the deal. Denver loses to the Bears. what is Denver doing with Sean Payton and Russell Wilson? Are they giving up? I mean, what are we doing? Like how they
From
went
what
from
I
having one of the best
understand and saw the
defenses
talking
to
heads,
nothing.
Sean Payton got out of retirement for this. He should have came to the Raiders.
He's mad. He's big mad.
And the thing of it is he doesn't he doesn't want to answer comments from the reporters. I mean, but that's what they do. So you gotta say something. You get tight. But from what the talking heads are saying is his relationship with Russell is getting a lot better. And they're starting to understand each other a little bit more. They're starting to become a little amicable. I don't know if that's just fluff talk and not the real. But you came out of retirement for this, sir. Like you might as well came to Vegas.
I think it's more of a locker room thing. I don't think the players respect Russell really anymore.
They probably don't.
And then Jerry Jeudy is coming in and out of playing. Like he's injured one week, plays the next. He's on the questionable again. Like
I don't think the Buccaneer players respect Baker Mayfield, even though they were 3-0 until the Philly game. I really don't think they respect him either, though, to be honest with you.
I mean, shout out to Baker Mayfield, though. He is doing something. He's actually able to maintain for Tampa Bay. They've done all right with him. I mean, they had I think he had his first loss this weekend, but
yeah, this week it was Monday night against Philly. They were both 3-0, and he threw an interception for the first time.
And it was against Philly, like that defense is.
I need you to give looks to Chris Godwin. I'm sorry, I don't have this guy for no reason. Like I need you to pony up. But the way I feel like his line collapses on him and stuff, I feel like they don't like him.
So beyond football, I mean, beyond just the games, there's been injuries. We got Mike Williams out for this season with a torn ACL. Derek Carr is out. Your Saints.
Well, he's questionable on the concussion. Yeah.
Well, he's out for week 4, but they don't know.
He said if he's playing, he's playing.
They said he's likely out for week 4 with the sprained AC joint. That was earlier today, so I'm not sure. Jimmy G had concussion protocols earlier this week. Trayvon Diggs out for this season, torn ACL.
That's so Cowboy. That's so Cowboy.
Practice. And then Jamal Williams on IR. Like
it's too early. And what's going on with all these ACL tears? I'm just curious of what's going on. Why is this the thing?
What is happening? People thought it was because of maybe it was the turf, but they're happening in practice too. Don't they play on natural grass in practice? I mean, I don't know.
I thought they're playing on grass in Jerry World at the practice facility. I don't know, but to tear your ACL in practice is cold. That's cold-blooded, and you're out.
There's been more ACL tears at the beginning of the season. I think there's been
ACL, but
too many years.
I put that on age, but the fact that the youngsters are getting it, it's like, what is going on?
It's wild. Hey, what's up, Steph? Steph Washington in the house.
Sorry about the Cowboys. I'm really sorry about that.
And I'm sorry because I really love Trayvon Diggs and I really love Aiden Diggs, his son, way more because Aiden is just such a light of shining.
I got Stephon Diggs on my fantasy. I'm still good. So as long as nothing happens to the brother, knock on some wood, I'll be okay. But it sucks. It sucks. And in practice of all things, no more Aiden. I mean, Aiden's got to be their nurse's dad.
Maurice asked about Trav and Taylor. We already addressed this in the beginning of the show. You're welcome to rewind. However, they're friends. We'll see what happens. But it definitely is a publicity stunt that has helped Travis Kelce in jersey sales as well as his Instagram followers. I don't know if there's been much.
Variety magazine now. He's on GQ covers. He's this guy now. People probably vote him sexiest man alive. It's just all the hype. He's no Gabe Kapler, okay?
Hey, Steph is at the VGK preseason game. Yes. Let's go.
That's what's up. Now, the game's got to be somewhat exciting, but I appreciate you tuning in on us while the game's going.
Breaking period. We're in a break.
Yeah. That's
period.
Dope.
So that's appreciate that. We were just mentioning how if you haven't been to a game, you should definitely go to a preseason because the tickets are just so much cheaper. It's just well worth it. Same atmosphere. So yeah.
And we got Lakers preseason games coming up next month too here. So
yeah,
check them out.
We got to definitely get them in. So let's talk about baseball because my Mariners, who were up 1-0, I'm surprised my mom hasn't texted me. It's probably because she knows I'm doing the show. Are now losing 4-1.
Rockies, honey.
4-1, bottom of the 4th. Here's the deal. This was earlier today. Texas, Houston, Seattle. This is the battle for the AL West. Texas most likely already has their spot sealed. Most likely, I say. Seattle and Houston are battling out for the second wild card spot. The Blue Jays most likely have the other one. We're currently 0.5. We lost all of our games against the Rangers in Texas, got swept. Houston came out here. We've played 2 games. Series is tied 1-1. Today is the last of the games. We're currently down 4-1. We need this win more than anybody's business. And then we have to face the Rangers at home for 4 more games while the Astros go on to play like, who was not the Athletics? It was some other crazy. They played the Diamondbacks.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Good
Currently right now, this is what the playoff field looks like. If the Astros were to get in, the Twins, you see your Dodgers out there already
With
into
no
the first.
Urias. And we still there. We still made it.
Still there. Mm-hmm.
And we beating these Rockies too at the bottom of the 8th. We about to close this game on out 5-2. Let's go, Dodgers.
So yeah, it's definitely getting tough.
It is.
It's getting tough. Some girl power shout outs. We want to shout out Megan Rapinoe. She had her final game with the women's U.S. women's soccer team. She is done after 203 appearances and 63 goals. She is saying goodbye. But of course, yeah, it's time, and her fight will continue on in other things. So.
It will. And I'm sure there'll be a legacy player behind her that has been admiring her for years that will just.
I mean, the young girls that got on there now, like Rodman, and I forgot who the other girl that scored the goal for their win the other day. It was 2-0, but they've got a good young talent. It's just, they had a core of girls for so long, for women so long, and now they're having to like replace all of them. And
it's going to take some time for that to build, but it's time for the young people to come in,
Well, I think they've got it. They've got another shot when it comes back around. I think it's going to happen. Yeah. I also want to talk about this one too. I don't know if you mentioned it. Me and Brian Feldman talked about it the other day, or at the Aces game last night. So this is Haley Van Voorhis. She, on Saturday, she's a junior safety at the Division III college, Shenandoah University. I think it's in Western Virginia. She became the first woman in NCAA history to complete a non-kicking position. Of course, most of them we see in the college and NCAA games are kickers.
Right.
She is not a kicker. She, I believe, is a safety. She's a safety. She got in for one play. Her team was up 21-0. She got in for a play, helped force a 3-and-out. I wish I had the video, but she literally cleared across that line and went after the quarterback, and it was amazing.
And her coach gave her props in the locker room after, and that was just very touching for her too.
Well, and she was the first girl to play football at her high school. She's been wanting to play football since her mom used to cheer for the Washington Commanders and would always still take her kids to the football games. She told her mom she would be playing one day for the Commanders. Of course, she may not get there, but for her to make it like this, I mean, and not to mention, do you see how ripped she is? During
I'm
COVID,
looking at those arms, honey. I'm looking at the arms. I'm just like, that's the whole game.
She was dedicated to a routine that helped her gain muscle, gain weight, and be able and strength train to where she was kicking some of these guys in their endurance through like their sprints and everything else. Like the whole article on her was phenomenal.
Okay, so then this is the position of this, and this is why this is so amazing, because this is a genetically born woman, not taken away from guys
who can still compete. Granted, she's not starting and playing center.
And then what's the reason? What's the reason then?
They don't have reasons. They're gonna make something up. Oh, they just didn't want to hit her. They let her pass by.
Like, what's the reason at this point?
It's always something. The male ego is like the fragilest thing in the world.
We're stronger.
We're
just stronger women. Women are just stronger. Let's go. We're just
stronger. All right. A couple of sneaker drops before we get into our picks. So for all those New Balance fans out there, we've got maybe some Easter coverage for you. This is the Whitaker group with the New Balance Ignite, the 9060. This is called Missing Pieces. New Balance, they come up with some stuff. This is what they got going on. Nike Dunk Lows Red Panda. If you look closely, it's furry. It's got little fur like a bear.
Why did they do that?
Don't wear them in water, okay?
Why would they do that?
You've got The the Jordan 1 Zoom Craft CMT Familia. These ones are kind of cool looking. So of course the
I knew
Familia
that had a
tape.
Latin flair to it. Are those?
Of course, you know it did.
Those are not mids, right? Those are regular AJ.
No, it's the Zooms. The Jordan 1 Zoom, the CMFT.
Oh, Zooms, okay.
They're actually really comfortable. This is the color that my Seahawks colored ones are in. I love the CMFT version of the Jordan ones, the Zooms. They're super comfortable.
Those are pretty nice though.
Yeah. You've got the Building Black, a Bed-Stuy.
Yes.
In conjunction with Vans. They're coming out on the October 1st.
Yeah, I'm about to get
and
those.
last but not least, you have these are the Air Jordan 1. I don't know what an MM is. This is my first time hearing an MM, but it's an MM High coconut milk. I just saw this has more of like this 3D kind of texture in it in regards to some of the materials. But yeah, that's all I got for there. Yeah.
Those are nice.
All right. We got some time for the pick'ems. And this is I really enjoyed having that double feature for Monday Night Football. I'm kind of gonna miss that this week.
I like that too, but I'm ready for these Saturday games to come on too.
Well, that's not till playoffs.
I know, but I would love the Saturday games to start early.
We've got Saturday college football, Mo. Come on.
I know, but I need to see NFL too. I feel like I need a fix with that too. I don't know why, but now my NFL fix is in. Like I'm ready.
I hear you. Okay, so Thursday on Prime Video, we've got the Lions at Green Bay against the Packers.
Yeah, this is tough because I got Jared Goff.
I gotta go with the Lions here. I've been loving the Lions, even though we beat them. We barely beat them. I think they lost last weekend too, right? Yeah, they lost.
Yeah, they did. And I think I'm gonna go with Green Bay.
Okay.
Just because I got Jordan Love on my fantasy, they're at home. I feel like this will be another good win.
Okay. We got the Falcons at Jacksonville Jaguars.
The Falcons have been winning their games, though, no?
It's that running back. Listen, that rookie running back. I swore I had him in my fantasy league. I went to look through both. Neither one of them. Lisa, listen, Lisa, I'm putting your little side things on the side. Lisa said it's going to be Packers by 1.
Like again with the New Orleans.
Or wait, does she mean the Packers already won? Packers won by 1. Was that last week you're talking about?
They won by 1 against New Orleans last week or Sunday.
That's what she meant. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought she meant they were going to win by 1. All right, so the Falcons at Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence, I haven't seen a whole lot from him yet.
I'm going to take the Falcons just to see if they can win on the road against them.
I'm with you. I really like what they're doing over there. I just love that running back. I just wish, man, he's good.
Yeah. Maybe Atlanta's time. It's about time.
They need it. Listen, Atlanta fans need it. They're tired of their team losing.
Well, I mean, they had the Braves win that World Series, I guess, whatever. But
all right, we got the Vikings at Carolina Panthers. I believe their quarterback is going to be back this week. So we won't see Andy Dalton again like we did in Seattle. No red rifle.
I mean, the Panthers might win.
Bryce Young is set to come back.
I don't know. I'm going to take the Vikings.
I'm sad about Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is not the chain blinging Kirk Cousins of last season. But he's still got the guys.
They got the Vikings -4 on this game. They got a favorite to win. And they're both teams are 0-3. See, I hate when these 0-3 teams play each other. This thing is just bad.
I gotta go with the Minnesota though. Maybe it's just I just don't.
Yeah, because they got Justin Jefferson too. You need that.
I definitely do.
I'm gonna go with them too.
Okay. The Broncos at the Bears.
I'm gonna go with the Bears. So, I'm not gonna ever say the Broncos will win this game.
I hear you. And listen,
they probably will
I still have Justin Fields in my fantasy. It's him or Geno. They're usually about the same. Geno got a little more last week. I didn't have Geno in. So now I'm just like, I just need Justin to take control, screw the OC, run that ball, do what you got to do to win this game. Period.
I have a sneaking suspicion they're
Period.
gonna hand Denver their win, but I just can't pick Denver. I'm sorry. I just want them to stay a goose egg for a minute at least. Let us win week 4, okay? One more week. Just get us up to 2-2 something. Let me just be right there at 500.
Man. If the Broncos can pull it out away, maybe it gives the team a little bit of hope. But I'm going with the Bears on this one too.
I'm going with the Bears too. Because I think Chicago
All right.
will tear the city up if they lose. They're going to tear it
Yeah.
up. And for the sake of humanity in that city, I need the Bears to win. So I'm just going to roll with that too.
Well, all I gotta say is that Broncos better be glad they haven't had these loses at home, because if they were to have lost 70-20 at Mile High, or God forbid that they were playing Chicago and to lose at home,
they probably wouldn't have Mile High Stadium. It'd probably be torn all the way up.
it would be done. It would be mile
It'd be
low.
done. Yeah.
Mile low.
It'd be
All right, we
mile
got the
low.
Ravens and the Browns. Browns have been looking good. Miles Garrett is looking nice. The defense for the Browns is nice.
You ain't stopping Miles
Listen.
Garrett on that defense, so therefore I'm
No,
going with
you
the Browns.
ain't. You know I like the Browns too.
And poor Nick Chubb. I mean, they don't have Nick Chubb. Remember, he's out.
I got that.
He's gone.
But the Baltimore just lost to the Colts.
They're playing in the dog pound. I'm gonna go with the Brownies anyway. I got Deshaun Watson on one of my teams, and they got him.
Yeah.
He balled out last week, by the way. He did 52 points, and I didn't even realize. I was like, dang, I didn't put him in.
Yeah.
But I still won, so it's all good.
Lisa's down with the Browns too, she says. That's good.
Okay, Lisa, let's go.
She
Our
was
sports
down with the
team.
Panthers and she liked the Packers.
She liked the
We
Packers
got
too.
next, we got the Steelers at Houston. You know, Steelers came out here and won a game.
Oh,
They
they're gonna go to
traveled deep
Houston and win a
too.
game. They're gonna go to
Of
Houston
course.
and win a game too. Because
I
they got their
don't see-
little, they got their little run back now. Mike Tomlin's chest is all big now, so they're gonna win that
He's
game.
thinking he's acting like he's a kid again right now.
Yeah,
He's
he think
all
he
in
Omar or
that.
something. He's gonna win. They got a -3 on the sports book.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll go. For
We got
Steelers.
the Rams at the Colts. I don't believe Gardner's playing. I think Anthony is back as heading off the quarterbacks for the Colts. The Rams been looking. I mean, they played good against the Niners. Like Niners won, but the Rams kept consistent with the Niners, who are supposed to be like the number one offense, number one defense, and I
Who
don't
said
like
number one
rooting.
defense?
Huh?
Who said that?
The Niners?
Oh, you said Niners. I'm sorry. I thought you said the Rams. Were
I
supposed to
said
be
the
number one
Rams
defense.
had played against the Niners, who supposedly and they gave them a good run. I mean, it
They
wasn't like a
did.
complete blowout. It was a
They
good
did.
game.
But their closeness doesn't count, so they end up losing. So I'm gonna still
I
take the
know.
Colts on this, even though they have -1 on the Colts for the sportsbook. I'm gonna take the Colts.
All right. I don't normally go with players and teams in my division,
In your division,
but
but you're gonna go with the Rams.
I'm gonna go with the Rams.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
look at this weather too. This weather situation is very iffy out this way, and so sometimes that's a factor as well. So
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. We got
Oh,
the
that
Tampa
kicker
Bay
too.
Buccaneers at New Orleans. Who's the backup in New Orleans? Is that still
Jameis
Jameis?
freaking Winston. That's who. And Carr says in an interview that if he's ready to play, he'll play.
Please don't. Just sit one out.
I'm going with my Saints.
I gotta roll with
You know, that Saints
Baker.
and Buccaneers thing is always tough.
Right. I just felt like I listen to Mike Evans is on my fantasy. I just need you to keep feeding Mike. Mike's been doing good for me. Just keep going.
And you know what? Since the Bucks came off of a loss, they may win this game, but I'm gonna roll with the Saints. That's my team. That's my little second team. Shoot, if they don't have Jameis Winston, they got Taysom Hill out there. I don't know. They could switch off.
Absolutely. Listen, I don't know if you caught the Seattle game, but they had DJ Dallas, I think, kept taking the hike, doing like a Tatum. Like he was basically taking the ball and just running. It was priceless. They definitely took that page out of the Saints playbook.
Yeah.
All right, we got the Commanders at the Eagles. I don't foresee this being an upset
day.
Sunday. Yeah, I just at home too. Like
Eagles were undefeated last season. They're gonna stay undefeated this season too. They just got to close out on the Super Bowl. They won one game in the last was a week before last, the last week, like week 17 or something crazy.
Right.
Yeah, but they remain undefeated all the way through, so they're keeping that same energy.
All right, so we got the Bengals at the Titans. Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow does bad early on. This is the
But
type
when
of
is
player he
when
is.
is the bad gonna stop?
Probably after week 5, but I'm actually
Well, I
gonna
mean,
root for them this time.
the Titans aren't nothing to.
I feel like the Bengals can win this game, and I got Joe Mixon, and he balled out, so I need him to get them points. So I'm gonna roll with the Bengals.
I'm gonna go with the Bengals. I just haven't been impressed by the Titans at all yet this season, so I don't foresee it being a tough game to win.
Yeah.
Okay, Mo. Raiders on the road. LA Chargers.
We don't stand a chance, I don't think. We do stand a chance. We do. Because the Chargers have been playing a little clunky as well. They just got their first win after losing the first 2 weeks of football. So they might be feeling big on themselves, but we got to redeem ourselves. So therefore, I'm going to choose my Raiders. We got to do this. I can't.
Is Jimmy coming out?
Hey, if it ain't Jimmy, it's Aiden
Who's
O'Connell.
the backup for the Raiders?
It's Aiden O'Connell. It's Aiden O'Connell and the other guy. What's the other guy's name? There's a third guy. They may what's his name? We had him last season. They may put him ahead of Aiden O'Connell, but I want to see O'Connell.
Okay.
And
Shout
I've
out
already
Heather
predicted
Reddy.
that
She
that's gonna be our
said
guy for this
last
season.
season Joe struggled through week 3 and went crazy week 4.
Week 4.
So
yeah.
we
So I'm
will
gonna go
keep
with
an
Cincinnati.
eye.
Yeah. I didn't know if
Okay.
it was till week 5 that he got good or got hot, but it was one of those. He's always lagging.
Well, I love your Raiders. However, Keenan Allen and the Justin Herbert connection has been helping me.
I know.
And I do know that I think Eckler is still on the fence as to when he's supposed to return. I didn't write that one down, but that's the only concern I have. Here's the deal. If Garoppolo needs to get together, I hope he can pull it together and have no interceptions.
After what
next
Devontae
week.
Adams said, he has no choice but to get it together. And I feel like this game is going to be the one that they get it together.
Or Devontae going to walk off the field like Odell
Right,
Beckham
and not come
Jr.
back. And we don't need that.
All right, we got the Patriots at Dallas in Jerry's house. Dallas had the most embarrassing loss. I don't foresee them making it 2 in a row.
Like, taking another
Although I would love if they made it 2 in a row, but
no, because Trayvon is on their defenses, so that's going to be an issue for them. But I think the Cowboys sadly are going to win this.
But you can't blame your losses on one person on defense missing. You know what I mean? Like you can't do that.
Yeah,
so
they will. If you're a Cowboys fan, you will.
No, but it's Dak. Hello, Dak couldn't do nothing. This is your.
They blame both. They can blame both.
Listen,
they make excuses
I don't know.
all day.
Tony Pollard's not on his game. Like it's just
sad. They got a lot.
But New England ain't. I'm not. Danny Dimes is not really. Or not Daniel Jones. Sorry. Who's
that?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
That's where Zeke is too. Oh, but Zeke might go off. He's back home. He plays for the Patriots now. Ezekiel Elliott.
He might. But I'm still going with the Cowboys. They in Jerry World.
Yeah,
that's a hostile environment. They're going to have to step up.
Absolutely. All right, we got the Cardinals at the Niners. I think
Niners is going to smoke them. And I'm totally putting them on a ticket to make some money. For sure.
Yeah. And then, Sunday Night Football. Chiefs at the Jets.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely picking the Chiefs. And that's going to be an easy ticket. If I put all the blowout teams on my ticket and do some prop bets in between, maybe I'll make some money.
Yeah. We got the I am going to be present, and shout out Kinte. Kinte is actually coming out there for the Seahawks game that I know of.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
Chaps. Yeah, Seahawks at the Giants at MetLife. I will be in the house Monday Night Football for Monday Night Football live, and I got to go with my Hawks, of course.
Of course you do.
Of course I do. And unfortunately, I had ordered me a brand new throwback Bobby Wagner jersey, but Fanatics is taking their sweet ass time, and it was supposed to be here today, and now it's not going to be here till next week.
Of course. And Amazon's been taking their sweet time too. They're not on the punctual either. I don't know what's going on with these deliveries.
Yeah. So I'm just going to rock my usual throwback Steve Largent and make that happen. Yeah. Are you going with the Seahawks or the Giants, Mo?
I'm gonna roll with your team? It's pretty even. I've got Danny Dimes on my fantasy league, but I'm still not going to play him this week. I think I'm going to play Jordan Love over him and see what that looks like. But you never know. Saquon might just have a breakout type of situation. You're in their house, but it don't matter. It never matters. So,
you know who I'm rolling with, and of course
Natalie's like, "Go Giants!" Of course she's going.
Of course she is.
Go Giants!
That's
go
all right.
Tampa Bay! Go!
She gonna be mad when I'm in her face the whole way back to the Airbnb, like, ha ha.
Oh, is she going to the game too? She's gonna be out there.
Yeah, she's
that's
with.
gonna be fun. You guys are gonna have a great time.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a good time.
That's good.
If you're out there in New York, New Jersey, give us a hit. Gonna be hanging out. Hopefully, find some people to hang out with. So, holla.
Yeah.
Anyways, that is the show for today. We're happy to be back. We thank you for tuning in. We appreciate those that have chatted and continued the discussion with us.
Yes,
everybody, we appreciate you. If you're just catching up or catching in, you can hit the replay. You can also go to our YouTube, subscribe at Girl Chat Sports, follow our socials, and join our Facebook groups as well. All at Girl Chat Sports, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We appreciate y'all. We hope to see you again soon. We'll see you next week. I'll have all of my coverage for Monday Night Football, and hopefully it's with a good win.
Knights.
Go Knights. Go Aces. Aces play on Friday in Dallas.
Raiders. Go Dodgers.
Go Raiders and Seahawks. Go Mariners, who I think are still down.
Anyways,
we appreciate y'all. Have a good one. Have a safe.
We need to talk about the fight real quick. I got Charlo. I want Charlo because he's fine, and I want him to win tonight. It's going down in Vegas this Friday. Canelo versus Charlo. Let's go. Showtime Boxing. I'm wanting Charlo, but Canelo's favorite, of course. But Charlo looks good. He's so fine. Just don't mess up his face. I had to throw that in there because we didn't talk about.
No, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Way to bring it to the table, Mo. So, anyways, that's all.
Fight
yes, we'll catch y'all next week. Have a good one.
All right, we're out.
Bye.